Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Garry's Mod. Today we'll be taking a look at an SCP pack that contains some rather strange looking SCPs. First up we have SCP-1762, which is a rather strange looking box that has many secrets. And then next up after that we have SCP, this one's a small one, SCP-236, which appears to be a crab of some sort. And then we go on to 2427-3. Something that we'll definitely take a closer look at later in the video. And then of course we have 682, which if you guys don't know is my favorite SCP in the entirety of all SCPs. And last up we have SCP-789-J. Now I'm not going to waste your guys' time. Two of these we have taken a look at. We've taken a look at 682, I'll put that video in the top right corner. We've also taken a look at 789-J, I'll put that in the top right corner as well. What do you guys say we take a closer look at these SCPs in deeper detail? If anyone suggested this, you'll be down below. If you guys want to suggest a mod, do it in the comment section down below or in my Discord page in the description. Without further ado, let's take a closer look at all these new SCPs. So first up we have SCP-1762, and we're in SCP-205's chamber for some reason. I guess I like just the lights. You guys will notice that there's no face cam in this video, and that's because I'm going to be talking about the SCPs a lot. I feel like there's not really any need to have a face cam. But you'll notice if you look around this box, you'll find some strange lettering. On second thought, this room was not a good idea. So here we are outside of 205's chamber, and you can see on the box it says, "Here be dragons." Now, the thing about 1762 is it has an additional element to it. This is 1762-1, but occasionally when you open 1762, you'll find these little origami dragons flying around. And this is SCP-1762-2. Now, usually this is accompanied by smoke, but in this case, for this mod, there is no smoke. They come around, they play, and then they go back into their box mysteriously. Sometimes a message will materialize on top of SCP-1762-1, and unfortunately there's been no successful attempts at deciphering what that message is. Any attempts to put any kind of recording device into 1762-1, well, unfortunately there's been no successful results. So it begs the question, what's on the other side of 1762-1? Now, unfortunately, this is all really cool and mysterious, but it doesn't really mean much in Garry's Mod. Now, guys, it's important to note that you can right-click and control some of these SCPs, but not all of them really work. And I really wish there was more to this one, because it looks so cool. Like, I love these little origami dragons. It's almost beautiful, and it's nice to finally not die from an SCP. Now, unfortunately, on to the next one, which is SCP-236. Death is, well, let's just say it's a part of the game. And by game, I mean, that's the game that 236 plays. It appears to be a crab, but a mere crab, it most certainly is not. Now, what really happens with 236 is it spawns a bunch of near microscopic crabs that have some sort of a hive mind intelligence. They swarm together and they become far more aggressive, and I think it's best we just show you what happens. You can see it runs after you, and then it just completely mauls your screen. And you pretty much have no way to defeat this unless you have some kind of explosive or maybe a fire attack, but you can see that it's so hard to see that it's easy to miss. Thankfully though, we do have explosives. Now, the thing that makes 236 really scary is the fact that it eats organic matter, plants eggs, and the babies reach full maturity within less than a day, which means these things will create an immense swarm in no time. It's absolutely imperative that this thing does not escape just because of its sheer size or lack thereof. It definitely appears to be a troublesome SCP. Not only is this one hard to contain, but if it were to infest and spread, well, it would probably be impossible to. But thankfully we have explosives, we can kill it before it gets too bad, and that's the end of 236. Alright guys, we've now moved to 914's chambers, but we're not looking at 914 today. No, we're looking at a toilet. Now once again guys, we have taken a look at this one before. Like I said, I'll put in the top right corner at the beginning of the video. You should be able to access it, clicking from NecrosVideos or something like that in the top right corner. This was an interesting one, and I'm pretty sure it's an April Fool's joke, which is why there's J at the end of it. This is SCP-789J, and the thing about SCP-789J is it's a butt ghost. Now it talks to you while you poop, but when you poop it'll say, "No, stop," and then stops because there's now poop in its mouth. What? Now I know I've taken a look at this one already, but I honestly forgot just how absurd it really was. I thought it was kind of goofy, but looking at it again, it's a lot more intense and stupid than I initially realized. Now, it travels around in butts, and you can only get rid of it by wiping it. At least that's the moral of the story. It also is able to eat your rear end if you were to fall in, so if you don't want your ass ate, don't fall into the toilet of the butt ghost. It's really bizarre. However, in Garry's mod, at least this iteration of it, it has 140 health, and it moves. Don't ask me why it moves, that's bizarre all on its own, maybe even more bizarre than the whole butt ghost thing. However, it doesn't actually do anything. I don't know if Linux programmed this to do something, but it just dies. I really don't understand this SCP whatsoever. I know the one we took a look at had a bit more functionality, maybe there's more to this than meets the eye, but, well, it's just a toilet. But if you want to know what is dangerous, guys, 682 is one of the most lethal, dangerous, and most intelligent of all the SCPs. And once it escapes, well, you better pray it doesn't come anywhere near you. You can see it has tons of health, and the hitbox on this one is just absolutely ridiculous. Now, like I said, guys, we have taken a look at this one before. You have to pretty much constantly keep it in acid or some kind of corrosive element so that it's too busy regenerating to really try to escape or do something else. It also hates humans a lot. I recommend putting this on a nav mesh, guys. However, I think this one we can control if we could get close to it. Alright guys, I decided to move to Construct, and you can see he is leaping and jumping all over the place. Definitely much better now that we have a nav mesh laid down. However, for some reason he thinks the ground is higher than it really is. Maybe that's just part of his levitating powers. He probably just doesn't do very good with rough terrain, but you can see on flat terrain, it's pretty good. I don't know why he likes to jump so much, but he's the bestest lizard boy, guys. Who couldn't love 682? And last up is the scariest looking one in the pack. What the hell is this thing? Well, this is SCP-2427-3. So why the -3? What's the original 2427? Also guys, be careful when spawning this thing in. It has a tendency to make some very obnoxious sounds. So this thing is a whammy. Get ready for this, guys. It has electronic circuitry, which we can definitely tell. It has a digestive tract of a cow, for some reason. It has a hairless human head, and it has a hat rack. Where's the hat rack at? Is it back there? It also has crystalline structures of unknown composition. Now, the unfortunate thing is, if this thing were to escape, it's incredibly hard to recontain. Thus, the Keter object class, and I'll go over all the classes at the end of the video, guys. So to start this off, SCP-2427 is actually what looks to be some kind of stone steps. And when you go up those steps with a specific artifact, you'll go into a different dimension. And apparently, in one of those, this is where you find the chamber of 24273. So I know that that's a lot of mumbo jumbo. Let's actually get on to what this thing really does. And it jumps and runs after you in a very creepy manner. Now, of course it has kill potential. In fact, it'll pretty much like I said, guys, watch your ears. Ugh, what is it doing? Oh. We're dead. Oh, Shiza! You guys remember that song where I actually didn't finish that video? I think it was SCP-096. It was a different iteration where it was so creepy I couldn't finish the video. And something about the sound effects of this SCP gives me a similar vibe, along with the way it looks. The way it jumps. I think that's the thing, it's the jumping that's getting me. But yeah, guys, it's got tons of health. We're looking at This is the weird thing, guys. There's moments where you cannot interact with the SCP. It's almost as if it goes into a different plane altogether. Like this is just a ghost. We can't even hit it. And then it comes back. That is so creepy. Why does it do that? I've never seen an NPC do that, where it just kind of ceases to exist for a moment. But you can see walking around, this thing is absolutely terrifying. We're able to run, and of course jump, with a massive leap. Left click is our primary attack, right click is that a dance? Am I dancing? The sound effects are a little obnoxious, guys, once again. What am I doing? Is this where I like stop existing? There we go. It's very bizarre. This is one of the weirdest SCPs I've seen. And by the way, that's 70,000 health. Seriously, guys, the sounds are obnoxious. Let's get rid of this thing. You can see we are able to kill it. And we have... what is this? What? What's that sound? Wait, is it back? Is it alive or dead? Oh, it's still alive, alright. Don't tell me. You cannot kill this thing! It just comes right back! Oh, this is a problem. So that's why we bring out the QTG admin gun. This one should definitely suffice. Oh, Shiza. Let's see. Oh. It's gone. What's that sound? Why do I hear boss music? And there you have it, guys. We have SCP-1762, which was safe but is now thankfully neutralized, although I didn't think it was all that dangerous. I think the dragons were kind of sweet. SCP-2427-3, which is Keter, rightfully so. SCP-682, which is of course Keter, big boy's gotta be. SCP-789-J, which is safe. And I almost forgot the little guy. SCP-236, which is, well, Keter. So there you guys have it. There's 5 SCPs for you. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I know we did take a look at 2 of them before, but these were new iterations of them. So let me know what you guys think about the video and what mod you want to see in the next one. You can do so by leaving a comment down below, or of course checking out my Discord page down below as well. Make sure you guys check out all the links in the description. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to see more videos like this. Thank you guys so much for watching this until the end, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Until then, thanks for watching, and farewell. As always, guys, the last video I did will be on the left, a random video will be on the right. All my socials are down below as well as all my channels. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time.